Morning, compañeros y compañeras. Hello. On behalf of the World Rainforest Movement team, we would like to congratulate you all for your 15th anniversary. It's pretty unfair to send only a 1-minute video to describe the huge work that you have been doing, but for us it has been a pleasure to work together in the last years, denouncing the impacts of GE trees and alerting communities on the threats that these genetically engineered trees may pose on their livelihoods. And we have been really inspired by the work you do, and most of all, we have been really inspired by your commitment to supporting local struggles. There is still a lot to do, a long way to go, so we look forward to continue working together in the years to come. Un abrazo muy grande.
Hi, I'm Soren Ambrose, coming to you from Nairobi, Kenya with Joki Jehu. We were both at the inaugural meeting of the Global Justice Ecology Project 15 long years ago, back in Vermont at Ann Lipsitz's house. And we are remembering that fondly when we decided that we wanted to create an organization that would bring the perspective of global justice in communities around the world to the debate in the U.S. and beyond. So very proud to be a board member and Joki.
Hi, I'm Joki Jehu, and I'm happy to be here to say happy anniversary to GJEP. And I think what I like and value about GJEP's work, one of the things that I value most is the photography that Oren does, because it brings maybe in black and white or in full color images of communities and places where that need protecting, and that's the work that GJEP does. I have never forgotten one of my favorite pieces, which is, I believe, was from Nicaragua, was a tree that was uprooted and planted top down and roots up by Hurricane Mitch. I could be mistaken which hurricane it was, but it's actually such a poignant image about the damage that climate change is doing to our planet, to our communities, to the forests. And therefore, I value that work. And I think it's quite innovative to use photography to tell the stories, to make the case for climate justice, to make the case for solidarity in communities that often are not seen, but the photography that Oren does helps see them. So happy anniversary, GJEP, and look forward to your work and to your fights and to being in solidarity with you for the next 15 years and beyond.
It's pretty hard to believe the Global Justice Ecology Project has just turned 15. Thinking about that, I'm reminded of something that James Baldwin once wrote. He said that there's never a time in the future in which we'll work out our salvation. The challenge is in the moment, the time is always now. And in some ways, I think that speaks to the philosophy behind the work that Oren Langell and Ann Peterman have done within the Global Justice Ecology Project, but also combined for many decades. I've had the privilege of working with them, collaborating with them for almost 2 decades. The sharp analysis, the commitment to radical politics, an understanding that social, political, economic, ecological injustice are deeply connected, that the need for systemic change, and an understanding also of the importance of history, addressing the injustices of colonialism, learning from earlier struggles, is at the heart of their work. And it's why their work is so important and impressive and needed today.
My name's Keith Brunner. I'm an organizer in Burlington, Vermont, and I have worked with Ann and Oren and Global Justice Ecology Project for 8 years. And I want to say 3 things about GJEP. One is that along with allies, they do really important work holding open space at places like the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change or in conferences discussing plantation forestry, holding open space for folks who are directly impacted by the extractive industries and are fighting for a different vision for society. I also want to say that I've really appreciated their uncompromising politics and being able to say very directly, these are the systems that are driving the problems that we're facing, and we need to address them at the root and look at the intertwined root causes of the crisis that we're facing today. And the last piece is that through their work over the past few decades, before I've known them as well, they've been focused on uniting and linking local struggles and helping to draw out a broader picture of what we're dealing with, and also build a broader and weave a broader movement that can fight for social and ecological transformation. So here's to another 15 years. All right, solidarity.
Anne, Oren, and other colleagues of the Global Justice Ecology Project have contributed a fantastic amount of enthusiasm and expertise to the Global Forest Coalition. GJEP has been member of the Global Forest Coalition for more than 10 years. They've contributed their expertise in fields like media, photography, genetically modified trees, and climate justice in general. And they've not only been a great source of expertise, but also a very inspiring activism source, which has contributed a lot to, for example, slogans around carbon markets being the convenient lie, or our Grim Red Plus Fairy Tales campaign, which we all developed in coordination with them. We congratulate them on their 15th anniversary, and we wish them many, many successful more years.
I've known the Global Justice Ecology Project since its beginnings, and I've known Anne and Oren since before GJEP. I consider Anne and Oren two of my very close friends and cohorts, and GJEP, one of the organizations that I respect the most out there in the landscape because of the way they think and because of their radical and deep analysis. It's sometimes a cliche today to talk about who is on the cutting edge, but with Anne and Oren and the Global Justice Ecology Project, they are on the cutting edge. It's the real thing. And I'm so glad that they insert themselves into the debates, into the controversies, and take a stand, and not incidentally also create art, because the photo exhibit is a statement in itself. So hooray and congratulations on 15 years of the Global Justice Ecology Project and many more years of work. Long may you wave, Anne and Oren and GJEP.
Greetings from the Shawnee, GJEPers. So 15 years of dropping turds into the punch bowl of corporate domination as Global Justice Ecology Project. I hope it feels good. It should, Anne and Oren. I've known you all since, well, it's going on 30 years now. We've been in the trenches together. We've been in the boardrooms. We've been in government offices, and we've been in the woods together. We've laughed and cried. Some of my fondest memories are times we spent around a campfire, though, whether they be in the Ozarks, in the Green Mountains, the White Mountains, heck, the Rocky Mountains, or here in the Shawnee Hills. I hope that someday we can dance on the ruins of multinationals, but until that time, I'll be happy just knowing that I continue to have you as good friends, and knowing that there's another campfire awaiting us and more stories to tell. Wishing you all the best from the Shawnee. Till next time.
I think it's fair to say that I got my start as an activist because of Anne and Oren back in 1993 when I attended this amazing conference that they organized. And I sat through from beginning to end and just took it all in, and it really changed my life. And after that, I went in to volunteer. They were working out of a tiny little office in the size of a closet in the Peace and Justice Center. And I was expecting to be given a job licking stamps or something like that, and instead they asked me to write an article on Hydro-Quebec. And that was the beginning of what became a 20-year-long involvement in that issue. So I really want to emphasize just how important they have been, not only in the great work they've done in their campaigns, but all the support that they've given for other activists and small groups just getting started, like ours, back in 1994. Their incredible generosity and integrity over the years has been an inspiration and has been so important to so many people. So I want to thank Ann and Orrin and Global Justice Ecology Project and wish you another great 15 years if we manage to survive.
I send my congratulations to Ann and Orrin and everyone at the Global Justice Ecology Project on your 15th anniversary. We've worked together on so many projects over the past 25 years, and your dedication to environmental justice, indigenous sovereignty, and international solidarity just remains unsurpassed. I can remember so many important milestones, from the defense of Vermont's forests in the 1990s and your early trips to Central and South America, to the launch of the campaign against genetically engineered trees back in 2000, your interventions at the UN climate conferences since the mid-2000s and initiating the very first US network committed to climate justice in the lead up to the Copenhagen COP in 2009. Orrin's photo shows, continuing support for the Indigenous Environmental Network, and other solidarity work continue to convey your exceptional commitment and unique sense of vision. In times like these, it's important to take a step back and remember all that GJEP has helped accomplish toward the goal of a greener and freer world. The next 15 years will surely determine whether or not human communities will continue to thrive on this earth. I'm confident that GJEP will continue to play an essential and inspiring role well into that uncertain future where all our actions will matter more than ever.
Hi, my name's Teresa.
And I'm Leslie. We're here at Burning Books.
I have always been impressed with GJEP's ability to organize across movements, and I am really grateful for the work that they do with Indigenous communities all over the world defending wilderness.
GJEP is a rare example of an organization whose strategy addresses the entirety of the global crisis that we're facing, connecting economic exploitation, social justice, and ecology.